What's going on, and welcome to Solasta, Crown of the Magister, where it is a Dungeons & Dragons turn-based tactical RPG running off the D&D 5e rule set, and I gotta tell you, I'm a big old nerd and it's perfect for me. So, it's not actually in the Dungeons & Dragons world, but I don't think. But it does run off of their rule set. So, I'm very excited about it, and we're going to split it into two videos. We're going to make characters in this video, and then I will check out the game in the other video. So I've already roughly decided what I want. So first, we're going to use the character that is going to be my representation, my character in the world. Not necessarily represent me, but, you know, be my character. Be who I would want to play if I was there. And what I want to be is a wizard. Now, I am going to be following rules with character creation, but I'm gonna cheese my first one. I'll explain it when we get a little bit further. So we got a bunch of classes here. We got a bunch of races I didn't even go over, I'm sorry. We got dwarves, we got hill dwarves, snow dwarves, half elves, humans, marsh halflings, island halflings, high elves, sylvan elves. You're gonna see quite a few of them, because I'm gonna try to pick a different one for each thing. So anyway, we're gonna grab the half elf. It's gonna give us a boost to our charisma, and then we can put a point into each of two other scores. We can choose any two skills. We get dark vision, which is great. We get fey ancestry, so we have advantage against being charmed. We cannot be put magically to sleep, and we get an extra language. So it's a very good, well-rounded class. 6 movement tiles, beautiful. Now, if you want like a premier primo group that's going to be as powerful as possible, you want a paladin, you want a cleric, you want a wizard, and then you want one other thing, essentially of your choice. Don't care what it is, could be anything. Sorcerer, rogue, fighter, ranger, doesn't matter. Another damage dealer. But the paladins are ridiculous. The clerics are ridiculous. The wizards are good because of their spell list, but not necessarily because they're as ridiculous as like the paladins, which let you heal, let you drop huge amounts of damage, and you can heal poison, you can heal disease, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff as like a paladin, on top of being huge health pool, huge heavy armor, all that stuff. Even the cleric, very strong, very tanky, big health pool, big heals. And only the paladin and cleric can heal mostly. The ranger's a little bit of healing. But anyway, I don't like paladins or clerics. Like, you know, I'm gonna hit you with an unpopular opinion here. I don't like, at least maybe it's been soured due to my experience in playing Dungeons & Dragons, because I've played a fair little bit of Dungeons & Dragons, and my first ever game that I got into, we had a paladin in our group, and I was a wizard. I've always wanted to play like a whole campaign as a wizard, and it always falls apart somewhere. But we had a paladin in our group, and our paladin, while we were in the middle of combat, looted a body. No, actually, maybe we got done with combat, but we were like looting the bodies of like some, I don't know, little goblins in a cave, or maybe they were kobolds, I don't remember. Real early in the adventure, we're looting the body, and the paladin loots the body, and the DM literally kills our entire party. He has an act of one of the gods who comes down and causes an earthquake and collapses the cave to punish the paladin for looting the corpses of the dead, because that was not a very paladin thing to do. I don't like that. I don't like when I have a character that is beholden to like, oh, I'm a paladin, so I have to act like a paladin. I gotta be a lawful good, blah, blah, blah. I gotta go and bow down and worship my deity and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I have to follow all of these specific rules in this fantasy made up RPG where I'm just trying to have fun, or I'm gonna get smoted by my DM or lose my abilities and stuff like that. Always drove me crazy. So we're going with wizard, ranger, rogue, fighter. Let's get into it. We're going to grab our wizard, which is just going to be a powerful all-around spellcaster. We get a couple of little abilities. We can restore some spell slots, and that's about it there. And then we can pick an arcane tradition, but we don't get that till level 2, and I haven't decided which one I actually want. I'm leaning kind of away from Lore Master, although it's tempting because I'm not going to have a main healer, and being able to make potions could be really beneficial to pass them out to the party. Advantages on Arcana History and Investigation, incredible. Advantage to copy scrolls to your spellbook, which I find interesting because normally in D&D it just costs money and you just get to do it. But in this one, apparently you have to roll for it. And then you can learn additional spells when you level up. And then at level 10, you can add more prepared spells for the day, which is very useful. The other one I'm really considering is Shock Arcanist. So when you're casting spells from the war list, which means they are attacks or offensive spells, fireball, magic missile, disintegrate, things like that, they get casted at one level higher than you actually use, which is really good. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, you know, hey, taking a fireball from 8d6 to 9d6 is cool. That's how much damage it does. If you upcast it, it does one more die. That's generally how magic works in Dungeons & Dragons, is if you upcast it, you add one more damaging die. Like Scorching Ray, it's 3d6, you fire 3. One level up, you fire 4, you do 4d6. Now, is that a crazy amount extra damage on all these spells? No. No, a lot of them, it's not like a huge amount extra, but it is up. It is upcasted, and that's just general extra damage. Not only that, you add your proficiency, you can get an ability called Arcane Fury at level 6 to add your proficiency bonus and your intelligent bonus to your evocation spell damage for 1 minute. So at level 6, your proficiency bonus, I think, is +3. I think at like 9, it becomes +4, and at 12, it becomes +5 or something like that. Maybe 8, it becomes +4. I don't know. Maybe at 12, it becomes +4. Maybe at 6, it's only +2 or 3. In any case, if it's +3 and my intelligence bonus is 5, that means every time I hit someone for a minute, I do an extra 8 damage. Now where that really appeals to me is it says, add your proficiency bonus and intelligence bonus to your evocation spell damage for 1 minute. What appeals to me about that is Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray lets you fire multiple attacks. So what I'm wondering is, say I'm at level 6, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'm gonna bust out a Scorching Ray. I'm gonna fire it off at, do you have 5th level spells at level 6? I don't think so. I think you just get a 4th level spell at level 6. Maybe you don't even get one to level 7. In any case, let's say I throw out a fireball. Not a fireball, a Scorching Ray. We'll throw it out at 3rd level, and then it gets boosted an additional level because of our arcane warfare. So it hits at 4th, which means it's firing 5 rays. Now, when I hit someone, if I hit them with all 5 rays, you roll damage individually for each individual ray. And you can hit 5 different people. If I hit the same person 5 times, will that add 8 damage to each ray? Will that add an additional 40 base damage to a single attack? If that's the case, this is ridiculous. And I'm gonna tell you right now that this is like insanely powerful and pretty awesome, and I'm pretty excited about it. And then Arcane Shock, you overcharge your mana and become restrained until the end of your turn. However, if you cast an attack spell, your damage dice are always above average. In return, you make a con saving throw of DC 14 and take 2d6 psychic damage if you fail. And then the wizard weapon proficiencies. What I don't know, some of the writing in this is a little weird. There's some things that like it just doesn't tell you or are a little confusing. But the wizard weapon proficiencies, Constitution, I wonder if that will give me a Constitution saving throw proficiency and it's just written weird. I don't know. And then the last one, real quick, just to go over it. Green magic, we get some natural magic. Now this one is also really cool. Why? It gives you access to a bunch of spells you don't normally have access to, which is just super powerful for a wizard. Things like Lesser Restoration, Pass Without a Trace, Fairy Fire, Hunter's Mark. Could I drop a Hunter's Mark onto an enemy and then smack them with my Scorching Ray, and then each Scorching Ray does an additional D6 damage, and I can just do that all the time? And then just move my Hunter's Mark around from enemy to enemy while I'm just like smacking them and trying to take advantage of all these little spells. But what I really like about it is you get things like Conjure Animal, Giant Insect. Stuff like that is great. And anything that puts more bodies on the battlefield in your favor to absorb attacks is amazing. And then you get proficiency with light armor. Do you get proficiency with a bow and arrow? It doesn't actually say that, does it? Proficiency short bow, but if I made myself an elf, I could have a long bow. And then I'd get the archery fighting style. I'd be a pretty legitimate archer. I'd get entangling shot, which is okay. It's nice to have something that's a strength saving throw, because there are certain enemies that are very weak when it comes to strength. And then at level 10, you get to you get to use your reaction to have attack damage from a distance. All of these things are so incredibly cool and good, and the Green Mage is so tempting for me. Like, it is hard to describe to you how tempting the Green Mage is, but we're probably gonna go Shock Arcanist. And that's our wizard. So I won't spend as much time on all the other classes, going through everything quite as much as that. But this one I kind of had an idea about. So, do I want a quarterstaff or a dagger? The quarterstaff is certainly a more damaging item and more wizardly, but I think a dagger is cooler, so like hook me up with a dagger. Then we will take a component pouch, because I like the idea of like reaching into my pouch and like pulling out some leaves and like, I don't know, casting some kind of cool spell. And then we'll take a scholar's pack with our spell book and our adventuring wizard's clothing. Excellent. We will validate this and we will advance. Now, I don't remember I had decided earlier which background I wanted, and I have already forgotten it. Now, man, if I took that one, I could become proficient with an herbalism kit. If I took this and became proficient in herbalism and got the crafting starter pack and the herbalism kit, I wonder if then if I took that middle wizarding path, if I would have a better time making potions. It's very tempting, honestly, because I'm gonna have to make potions. Someone in my group needs to be able to make potions, straight up. For the moment, I was gonna go aristocrat, but for the moment, we're gonna go philosopher, and we're gonna edit our personality. But we're gonna go philosopher, and we're gonna see if I can't still do everything that I want to do with this character by the end. I can't promise that I will be able to, but I'm gonna really try, because I'm gonna make this kind of an all-encompassing character to avoid having to take a face for my group. Because I want my character that I relate to be the face, at least when I first play. So I would like to be I mean, honestly, I'm probably a cynical pragmatist. Validate. Next. But with these, I'm probably more like a kind egoist. These are what I'm going for. I'm going to be a cynical, pragmatic, kind egoist. All right. Oh yeah, and I suppose I could explain these. Real quick, when we're taking our background gives us extra little things like the physician. We become proficient in medicine and persuasion. We get the herbalism kit. We get 2 additional languages, a starting crafting pack, and 25 gold pieces. Although I'm not proficient with the crafting pack, and I don't know if I can become proficient with said crafting pack, but being proficient with the herbalism kit may be good. Next. Now, here's where I'm gonna tell you how I normally do the game, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm gonna do with all the other characters, and then this one. So, right now we get +2 to charisma, and then 2 score point increases for any 2 other stats that we need. Now, if you're a wizard, you have 3 main stats. Intelligence, number 1, you have to have 20 intelligence, or you're not gonna be, I mean, you can be a successful wizard without having 20 intelligence, but you want 20 intelligence because you want your saving throw DC to be as high as possible, which means if enemies are rolling dice to see if your abilities affect them, you want it to be as hard for them as it possibly can be. Behind that, you want Constitution. Wizards, real squishy. You don't want to be. And then behind that, you want Dexterity because you want to be as hard to hit as you possibly can be. However, I don't want to have a face of my group. I don't want to have to go and then pick a different class and race that I actually don't want on my team, just so that I can pick someone who would benefit the most from having, like pick someone who mains in charisma, so that way I can have a face. So this is what we're doing. And normally when I roll dice, the rule is I need at least 73 points. If I get 73 or up, whatever it is, that's my dice rolls. Now, if say you roll your dice and you get that 73, but like the numbers are crap, like they're like 12s across the board or something like that, and they're real low, then I'm totally fine if you want to switch to the point buy system, or you just want to use the standard array. That's how I feel when I'm running a Dungeons & Dragons game, so that's how I'm gonna treat myself. However, we're gonna roll for big numbers. I need 4 big numbers because I'm going to make my character the face, which by the way, the face is the person who talks. So the person who is persuasive, charismatic, deceptive, things like that. So I need just a big old stat thing that I can drop over there. But then I'm also gonna want some decent stats for my intelligence, con, and dex. I won't do this with the other characters, but I am gonna do it with this first one, just to make sure I can enjoy the game how I would like to enjoy the game. That's an incredible stat roll right there. Like that's pretty darn high, but not quite what we're after. It was just like real well-rounded. It'd be really interesting to have like a super well-rounded character that just wasn't bad at anything. But I need 4. That's not bad. I would like 4 15 pluses is what I'm going for, honestly. 15, 15, 14, 14 isn't bad. We could have 17 con, 16 intel, or no, 17 charisma, 16 intelligence. See, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. We need more. Give me them big numbers. We need 4 amazing points. A perfectionist. Yeah, I know. You know, don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. This isn't bad. 17, 16, 16, 14, 12, 12. For what I want to do, I think this works really well. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that into intelligence. We're gonna drop a 16 into charisma. We're gonna drop a 16 into con, and we're gonna drop a 14 into dex. 12 wisdom, 12 strength. Now, if I could change this and get rid of take that strength down to like a 6 and take my dex up to 16, that'd be great. I would sacrifice like all my strength for my dex to not suck. But you know, that's okay. When you take a dump stat like charisma and make it your main stat, so that way you can you know, talk to people in your game, you just gotta take your lumps where you're taking your lumps, you know? Not up to you. Unfortunately. Huh. I don't have another odd score. Which means I either need to drop this into Dex or Con. Instinct says Con. To take it even closer to being 18. 18 Con's a big 18 and 20 and anything is that's great. It's amazing. I'll never raise my charisma again. My charisma will stay right where it's at. So my 3 main stats are 18 intelligence, 17 constitution, 14 dexterity. The charisma, just a bonus. Just a bonus. So let's go ahead and move forward. Now, we get 2 ancestry skills, 2 class skills. Here's a problem. I really wanted to be proficient in Arcana, History, and Investigation. However, we're gonna have to be proficient in Deception, Intimidation, and Performance. Or at least Deception and Intimidation. We can't do Performance. I don't think Performance will work. No. So I can only get 2 of these. We will do Deception and Intimidation, and then that still leaves me to be able to do Investigation and Arcana. Okay. So we've got the face of our group, who is, let's go back real quick just to double check. We are proficient in Persuasion, Intimidation, Deception, and Medicine. With Arcana and Investigation, which means we still need Animal Handling, Insight, Perception, Survival, History, Religion, and then all the physicals. We need someone who's good at everything, essentially. Now, crap, there's one thing I really want to check real quick. Hold on. We'll finish this out and then we'll go check it. So I know Common and Elvish, and I get 3 more languages. What 3 languages do I want to know? I want to know Terran, Old Termarian, and Giant. Those all sound cool, right? I think they sound cool. So we got Common, Elvish, Giant, Terran, and Old... Actually, hold on. Instead of Old Termarian, we're gonna take Giant and Draconic. Giant, Terran, Elvish, Draconic, and Common. I like that. So, advance. Now, real quick, I do want to check something and hope that they won't make me redo all of this. I might have to redo my background. I went back because... Does the wizard get any proficiencies that I don't know about? Magical crafting. You have been trained to scribe magic scrolls and use enchanting equipment. You can enchant. That would explain why I had the enchanting thing when I made my test character. But I don't have any proficiency in the herbalism kit. This one... Scroll and potion crafting costs and times are halved. I'm gonna really hope that potions are crafted with their herbalism kit. If not, I'm gonna be a little sad. Oh, come on, man. You're like, make me go redo that? All right, we're good. Okay, advance. Background, we took the philosopher, even though this might be better. The proficiency with the herbalism kit and the crafting starter pack. I just want to make sure that there's not anyone that's proficient with, like, the crafting starter pack. I don't know. Just make sure it's not something I don't know what it is. Okay, yeah. The herbalism kit. Let's go. Then, oh, come on. It really did make me redo everything, huh? I want to be a cynical pragmatist, right? Who is a kind egoist. Validate. Next. Formal pragmatist with kindness, egoism, lots of things going on down there. Now, we're going to redo this. We're going to optimize, but we're going to go in and... No, I don't want to validate. I actually would like to do that myself. I'd actually like to do it myself. I'd like to do it myself. Reset. Reset. Okay. Thank you for not getting rid of my abilities scores, because I was going to be real sad if I had to re-roll all these again. Con, Dex, Wiz, Strength. Then point to Con, point to Intelligence, right? I think we might change the Con depending on what we select. Oh, dude, I don't know what the feats are. Oh no, I don't know what the feats are. So the Con actually might be the wrong choice. Dexterity might be the right choice because I don't know what the different feats are available in this game. I'll go with Con. Worst case scenario, I could drop a point into Con and Dex and then take a feat that would increase my Dex. I guess. Whatever. Okay. Now we need Deception and Intimidation. Now we need Investigation and Arcana. And now we need Draconic, we need Giant, and we need Terran. Perfect. Spells. Now this is important. All right. I looked through all these and I made some very important decisions. First off, I'm not taking any light spells. So I want damaging spells. I want them from different elements. I don't want Shadow Armor. I don't want Shine. I don't want Light. I don't want Dazzle. I don't want True Strike. Although True Strike, not so bad. But it's not what I'm after. Don't want Dancing Lights. We want, for now, some aggressive stuff. So after looking through all these, the most interesting ones to me are Annoying Bee. It does a very small amount of damage, but it gives your target disadvantage on concentration checks, which is really good if they're concentrating on a very detrimental magic spell. That could be amazing, but we're gonna take Chill Touch. Now, here's how I hate how this thing works, man. Like, look how slow this thing is. It drives me nuts. So Chill Touch has huge range, even though it's called Touch. And it does 1d8 damage. It's an attack roll, and it prevents people from being able to heal. That could be a big deal depending on who I'm fighting. And it does necrotic damage, which is a nice little change of pace. We're gonna run Shocking Grasp. That's gonna be our melee attack. It does lightning damage, 1d8 again, also an attack roll. However, if I am able to hit them with it, they lose their ability to use reactions. So if I need to run away, that's kind of what I'm gonna be using. And then finally, we have Shadow Dagger, which launches an illusionary dagger that causes psychic damage. This one's a saving throw. Now, I have to kind of decide what abilities I for sure want to take, because I'm also really tempted by Firebolt, which is really long range, no special ability, but does a little bit more damage. But I think for now, we're gonna go with Chill Touch, Shadow Dagger, and Shocking Grasp. For our spells, we get 6. That's a big deal because these are important. So, any of them that have the little book means they are ritual spells, which means we can cast them without using spell slots. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all 3 of these ritual spells are great. Detect Magic and Identify are crucial. Shield, you can't live without it. And quite frankly, I'm tempted to just take Comprehend Languages, because I'm probably gonna want it at some point. Ooh, I should take Mage Armor. I could get up to 15 on my armor class. And I will. And then with Shield, I can get up to 20. Yeah. Being able to get up to 20 armor class is gonna be huge. Then then I'm going to take... I need some aggressive spells here, you know? I'm gonna take... God, there's so many good spells here. All these spells are amazing. In different situations, depending on what's going on. Thunderwave being there makes me tempted to go back and take Firebolt instead of the touch. But I'll keep the touch spell. We can always get Firebolt later. We'll get more cantrips. And more spells, for that matter. Speaking of, I think I'm going to take Magic Missile. It's a great spell, always hits. By the way, just in case I didn't explain it, Mage Armor just increases the amount of armor class you have by 3. It makes it like you're wearing a nice light armor. Then you got Shield, increases your armor class by 5, and you cast it right before you get hit. Then Identify lets me find out hidden properties of an item. Comprehend Language lets me understand any language. And Detect Magic is exactly as it sounds. It is a way to detect magic. False Life, very tempting. Gives you extra hit points. But I think for right now, we're going to take Burning Hands, because it's a big old AoE kind of spell. And that's always nice. And I think we're going to take Magic Missile. Although Thunder Wave could be really good. Magic Missile. So these are going to be our spells. Detect Magic. Oh, we didn't take Comprehend Languages. But I want Comprehend Languages. Do you see the problem I'm having? But I want Comprehend Languages. Goodbye, Magic Missiles. Hello, Comprehend Languages. Oh. Oh. It undid all of them. Burning Hands, Detect Magic, Shield, Identify, Mage Armor, right? I think that's everything. Although, honestly, I could maybe go without Mage Armor. Or Shield at level 1? Maybe? We'll take it like this. We're gonna have very limited spell slots. So that's why I'm taking Burning Hands. If there's like a group of people, being able to hit all of them would be a big deal. So we're gonna go ahead and name this character, which will be Slightly. Yeah, okay. I've been spelling it incorrectly for so long that I'm actually, I actually sometimes get confused on the proper spelling. And then maybe people can call me Sly or something like that. Hey, Sly, what's up, my man? What's up, dude? And then we'll be Sly, and then our family can be... I don't like any of these. Ooh, I liked Towers, kind of. Slightly Towers. It's a weird name, actually. I kind of liked Rivers, actually. Slightly River. We'll do Rivers. Actually, you know what? No, we don't have a last name. Why have a last name? Like, why have a last name, you know? If we've decided to make our name Slightly, you know, I don't see a reason to embrace having a last name. Look at these faces. Oh boy. I guess we'll take face 2. I don't know. I'm a little bit paler. Body decoration, nah, I'm good. Scars, nah, I'm good. Hair shape? I mean, there's only one haircut for me, baby. That's it right there. Best haircut in the world. Ba-bap! Beard shape. Ooh, that's a beaut right there. That's a beaut. Not bad. No, I don't like it. Shockingly close to my actual beard. Meh. Crazy. Beard shape 6, beard shape 7, beard shape 8. Beard shape 8 is just glorious, dude. It's just glorious. But honestly, this is close to actually what my facial hair looks like. Maybe a little bit more ridiculous than my facial hair, but whatever. Hair color, dark brown. Yeah. Give me one of those like real dark browns. Yeah. Eye color, give me that dark brown again. Physique. Is that like making me chunky? I mean, I'm a big boy. You know, we'll put on a little bit of weight. Why not? Put on a little bit of age. Why not? Ooh, voices.
I kind of like that. Another victory!
Another victory!
Let there be light.
That's the way.
You never stood a chance.
How did I miss that?
I'm smarter than that.
You never stood a chance.
Artistic note, not great.
Come on, push!
I see a trap.
Easy on your ankles.
I mean,
I thought we said cautious.
Looks like you've done that all your life.
I'm smarter than that.
Only a
Bit of
fool
light won't hurt.
Another miss.
Come on, push. I kind of like that.
You lose.
I like voice 1
Damn it.
and voice 3.
Artistic note, not
Ah,
great.
that's better.
That's
No.
better.
A secret door.
Take that.
That one didn't even fight back. You've seen worse.
Are you
Come
okay?
on, you can do better.
Did we not say silent?
Hold it.
Hold it.
Did we not say silent?
Okay, yeah, I think I will go
I
with
owe you
voice
one.
1.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Hold it.
Hold on.
Stay with us.
This was clearly broken already.
Hold it.
Too easy.
Man, it's tough.
Stay with us.
We'll go with voice 1, I think. Pronoun, he's fine. And finish. We have our first warrior. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna try to speed it up for these next ones because that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So, we are going to make a rogue. No, we're gonna make a ranger. We're gonna make a Sylvan Elf ranger. We're gonna make her a female. Ranger, they get extra attack, they get fighting styles, and then they get the ability to cast spells, including some healing magic, which is really nice because we need it. They also get to do just a few other little things here and there, get like favored enemy, natural explorer, stuff like that. Things that probably won't come in handy, but maybe they will. Now, we don't want to do beast, we're gonna do dragon. Do I know if there's a dragon in this game? No, I have literally no idea, but we're gonna do dragon and forest, and I'll tell you why later. So, I think she is going to probably wear, at least starting out, leather armor. Maybe we'll switch to scale mail later, but we'll start with some leather and see how we feel about it. We will take not 2 short swords. We are actually going to take not a javelin. I would like, yes, a spear. It's got 4 range and it can be thrown. Right? Now, what about the other one? Can I, yeah. Now, I could take a spear and what, like a dagger? A hand axe? Oh, dude, does the spear not actually have? Oh, no, it does. Close range 4. 1. Dagger, close range 4. What does that mean? Anyway, I'm gonna take a hand axe too, because it's just cool and I like it. And I think it's awesome. I'm gonna take a spear and a hand axe. And then we're gonna take a longbow and some arrows. And then we are gonna take an explorer's pack. Yes. I like all of this. We shall advance forward. Now, for our background as a ranger, God, what did I choose before? I picked one. Did I take the spy background? I don't think so. Did I take the lowlife background? No. Lawkeeper? No. What did I choose? Because I went through and I kind of like vaguely looked at like what I wanted to do for all the characters. And now I don't remember specifically everything. Arcana, nature, insight. Okay, let's remember. Hold on, let's think here for a second. We have proficiency in perception because we are an elf, and we are going to be using wisdom, dexterity, and constitution. So if we are using wisdom, dexterity, and constitution, then we want stuff that benefits from wisdom. Perception, insight. Those are the only two I can remember, but insight's really good. So maybe we will take perception and insight. And I think medicine might also be on that list. But if we take an academic background with Arcana, Nature, and Insight. Nature's also pretty big. Is there one that you get Survival? No. No, there is not. And then we get a notebook with this one. Is there any other one that would benefit me more? We don't need Perception. We don't need Thieves' Tools. We're gonna have a Rogue. Otherwise, this actually wouldn't be that bad if we weren't gonna take a rogue. We could have kind of like a rogue light in our ranger. Something to think about in the future. So yeah, it seems like academic's gonna kind of have to be the way we gotta go on this one. Then for our personality, oh boy, I can tell you right now already, egoism and greed, for sure. Yeah. Validate. Next. And then for our secondary attributes, I would say maybe caution and cynicism or pragmatism. I think it's gonna be caution and pragmatism. Yeah. We're gonna put those at the end. Which has us leaning a little bit into the evil side. That's okay. I'm sure it's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll the dice. We're going to try to get, I mean, this isn't the worst roll already. We're gonna get 73. If we don't get 73, we will re-roll until we do get at least 73 total between all the dice. And if we do, and it's still an arrangement that we're like, this isn't good for us, then we will either use the standard array or the point buy system. Just to double check before we go, this is 13, 24 plus 28 is 48, 52, 62, 69. This is not 73. Reroll the dice. This is 100% 73, and it's terrible. This is the worst kind of dice roll that you can possibly get. It's one where all of your scores, and I really wish before I started rolling I would have said what I wanted to say, which is if all your scores are sitting around like a 12 or whatever, 12 to 13, that to just re-roll, because you're gonna have a character that's okay at everything but sucks at everything as well and is not good at anything. If we went with this would not put us in a good position. Straight up, the best that we could hope for is like genuinely like something like this. We could have 18 dex, no constitution, no wisdom. Make our magic terrible. The only thing that would be good would be our bow and arrow. We would have literally nothing else that would be good on us. Unfortunately, this definitely adds up to 73. So that's 26, that's 39, that's plus another 20, that's 59, plus 3 is 62, 72, plus 6, that's 78. It's so many points. So let's see if we can't check out what the point buy system would get us. So what can we get with the point buy system? We need dex, big time. We need con, big time. We need wisdom, big time. And that leaves us with 4 points. Enough for 2 more stat increases, which would literally be that. So we could have 8 intelligence, 8 strength, 8 charisma, but 15, 15, 15 in our 3 most important stat blocks instead of 16, 14, 13, which is what we had previously, which is a downgrade of 2 points flatly, leaving us with a 17 dex, a 15 con, and a 16 wisdom. At our first stat increase, we could increase this to 18 dex, 16 con, which 18, 16, 16 is pretty darn good. It might be what we have to do, and then at level 8, she'd get the 20 dex, and then that'd kind of be it. For as far as how powerful she would get. And then let's go over here and let's check out the standard array. So what's the standard array? I'm probably worse than this, I'm assuming. 15, 14, 13. Yes, it is. It was ever so slightly worse than that. 15, 15, 14, 14 is pretty cool. But no, I don't want to keep re-rolling, please. We're gonna have to use the point buy system due to the rules that I have laid out for myself by just maxing out the 3 abilities that we need the most, and then making what will probably be a fairly crappy character overall. Unfortunately, I doubt she's gonna be that great until she hits 4th level. I think she's really gonna pick up at 4th level. That's okay. We are proficient in insight, arcana, perception, survival, nature, and we get 3 class skills. I want stealth. We only have 3 available: animal handling and investigation. Perfect. Now, languages that we know already. What do we know? Okay, with her, we know Common, Dwarvish, Elvish. With our other person, what did I take? I took Draconic, I took Giant and Terran. But she's a dragon hunter, so she has to have Draconic too. So I will give her Draconic, and I will give her Old Termarian. Yeah. Yes, she is a female, and now we're gonna give her her name. 10 points if you can guess what her name is. I don't remember how to spell the full name, so it's just gonna be Vexalia. Or Vex. Her full name is Vexalia. And what is their family name? Honestly, I don't remember what their family name is. I know they're from Singorn, but I don't remember their family's name. So we gotta give her a face that looks like she wants money. I don't know, that's kind of what I imagine Vex looks like. Although that also is kind of what I imagine Vex looks like. Yeah, we're gonna use that one. A little bit more shadowy on the eyeshadow. Wasn't she like viciously pale? I don't think she had any kind of cool body decorations. unfortunately. Then no scars. Hair. Honestly, I think her hair was in a ponytail, wasn't it? Or was it just like long? I've always kind of imagined it kind of in a ponytail, you know? Actually, wait, was it braided like this? I actually think this is what it looked like. I think she had like one big braid for her hair. Respect the bald haircut. 100% respect. Yeah, so I think she had just the one big braid like this, and I think that's correct. She also had like a dark brown hair, right? Then eye color, I don't remember what eye color the twins had. I want to say it was blue or green. Let's give them a blue-green, and then that's just what you're gonna have. And then she is probably very thin, and of course we will say that she was very young. Lest we gain her
Perhaps
right.
you tried to be loud instead? I am in your debt, my friend.
Heave now, all your strength.
Definitely not that one.
Most unfortunate, that. Interesting. A secret door. My congratulations on a job well done.
I think it's the middle one.
An extraordinary jump.
Although,
My congratulations on a job well done. I spotted a trap of sorts. Hold firm. You've
Perhaps
endured
you
worse.
tried to be loud instead?
Heave now. All your strength. A palpable hit.
You're still in the fight, my friend.
Most unfortunate, that.
we're gonna take voice 2. And then she, and then Dawn. Oh, it's coming together now. Now we're gonna get another new character. We are going to go ahead and get... We have our ranger, we have our wizard, now we need a fighter and we need a rogue. Now, I've decided on an interesting rogue. We're gonna do a snow dwarf rogue. Now, the dwarf, they have less movement speed than the other races, but big constitution, bonus to dexterity, advantage against poison, resistance to poison damage, some extra proficiencies that don't really help me, if I'm being honest. They are unaffected by heavy armor penalties, which I find intensely intriguing. Wait, did I decide eventually on... Am I gonna take 2 dwarves into combat? Or should I go with like a rogue human? You know what? This is tough. Because we need a fighter and we need a rogue. And I'd like to have a strength-based fighter. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the half-orcs. And we could do the humans, but the humans are so terrible in this game. They're bad. You get +1 to all ability scores, so you do get +6 to all your ability scores, which is cool. You get 1 extra language and common. And that's it. That's all you get. You get nothing else. These other races, though, they get half as many ability scores, so only +3 instead of +6. However, they get advantages on saving throws against stuff. When you roll a 1, you get to re-roll it and use the new one. You can move through larger creatures. You get an extra language. You get dark vision. You get all kinds of stuff. Like, they get so many things that I don't know if the stat bonus from the humans is actually valuable enough to outweigh that. Like, normally humans come with a feat in Dungeons and Dragons, and I really think they should here too. Because even the half-elf is 1,000,000 times better. But that is neither here nor there, because we need to decide on our fighter and our rogue. So I wanted to do a snow dwarf rogue. Why? They get good stat bonuses. They get good resistances, but you know what? They all and get to see in darkness. But what they also get is they get proficiency with heavy crossbows, which is really interesting. You might be wondering why? Why is that interesting? Well, it's interesting because then you can shoot people with a 1d12 crossbow and do sneak attack damage on top of it, which is fairly strong. It's not like a weak it's not like a weak thing you're doing there. Sorry, I was taking a drink of water. Not water, actually. It's Coke Zero. Cherry Coke Zero. The other thing is, though, that, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I want an interesting rogue. The Snow Dwarf's going to make an interesting rogue. We will make our rogue female. No. Make him a dude. No. Make her a female. All right, so the rogue, you know, every class has their own thing going on. Rogues are sneaky. They're very good at skills, great at breaking into things, and they get extra damage when hitting someone with advantage or when they are, or when the enemy is next to an ally. They're surprised, as much as they are a solo class, they're very team focused too. And we get a few archetypes we can look at. Thief is crap. I don't care for it. You either want to be a Dark Weaver or a Shadowcaster. Now, here's the thing. If you're a Dark Weaver, you get proficiency with the Poisoner's Kit, which is awesome. When you hit people with melee attacks at higher levels, they have to, it's a low DC, all right? And it's a con save, which enemies are usually good at. However, if every time you hit them, they have to make that con save, eventually people are gonna fail. And being poisoned for 1 hour, the additional 2d6 damage, that's cool. It's being poisoned for 1 hour that is really good. If you poison someone for a full hour, they have disadvantage on all their attacks for the rest of your combat. Like, it's real good. This one lets me climb real well. I can climb and get into high places. When hitting an enemy on lower ground with a ranged weapon, you can add your proficiency bonus. Like, you got a lot of good things there. This one is interesting because it gives you a counterattack if you get attacked by a spell at a distance to just fire back a cantrip, and it lets you get some wizard spells, and it gives you a teleport that you can use between rests, which is really, really cool, and I like both of these. And whichever one I take will depend on, it's gonna depend upon how things go when we're rolling stats. If I roll 3 really good stat points, I'm probably gonna go with the half magic one. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna go with the poisoner. To start off with, do we want, no, we want a bow just to have. I don't know if my rogue is gonna like sprint up into combat right in the beginning. So we'll go with this. We'll take the burglar's pack, and we have double daggers, so that's cool, and we will validate. Advance. Now, you would think immediately, you're like, low life, background, perfect. Proficiency with thieves' tools, proficiency in sleight of hand, stealth, and deception. Actually, not so great, because you already have proficiency with thieves' tools, so you don't need them. You don't need proficiency with it, because you already have it. Now, I want to take Spy, because Spy is incredible. You get stealth and deception, both good for a rogue. You get nature and poisoner's kit proficiency. However, if I end up picking the poisoner, I don't need this. So we are going to take a Spy for now. And if up here it turns out that we roll really poorly and we have to do just a basic rogue and we can't do the magic rogue, we're gonna have to come back and figure something else out. Maybe take the lawkeeper and get that proficiency with martial weapons. Could be really good for us. Beyond that, sellsword could be cool, I guess. I guess. It's hard to say. I mean, we could take low life, but it would just give us skills is really all it would give us. So spy or lawkeeper really are the way to go. And if we take lawkeeper and get proficiency with all martial weapons, we can go back and take a different race. Something to keep in mind. So depending on how things roll out up here, we're actually gonna switch this character up just a little bit. So I want you to be, I don't want you to be greedy and cynical. I would like you to be a cautious pragmatist, I guess. If I hit random, does it actually change? No, these are just the traits that I get. Okay. I will be a cautious pragmatist. Seems good, validate. And then next, but I would like them to be an altruistic and kind person. Yeah. Validate. They're cautious, they're practical, but they're altruistic and kind. They're gonna be my little Robin Hood, and I'm really excited about it. So, next. Although I will have to redo that if I roll poorly here. So, time to roll the dice, shall we? Remember, 73 or bust. Don't tell me. Don't tell me this is over 70. 10, 20, 30. Plus 26 is 56 plus 9. Oh, it's not even close. 14, 28, 42. Plus 16 is 58 plus 9. No, not even close. This one is definitely over 73. 16, okay, 28 plus 31 is 59. Plus another 9 is 68 plus 8 is 75. So this is gonna be this is great. This is better than the standard array, and this is better than what I can point by. So this is, I mean, it's not much better, but it is better. So we are gonna go ahead and drop in our scores. We're gonna take Dex as number 1, obviously. Although, interestingly, I'm gonna put the 16 there, and then I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah. Not charismatic. Not at all charismatic. So, here's my reasoning. Yeah, I don't need 18 Constitution right off the bat. I'm gonna have a ludicrous amount of health on my rogue, and then lack the ability to hit enemies with my +5 to hit is all I'm gonna have instead of +6. But I burped. But what the advantage comes from here is my stats are getting full benefits. So the thing is, if I take the con, if I take that 16 and put it in my dex and my dex goes up to 17, I'm not actually getting the benefit of that. You only get the benefit every 2 stat points. So I would actually end up with less statistics for literally no reason. It just looks worse. However, you know, 14 intelligence is okay. I don't know if we're gonna end up being the mage like I wanted to be. Cause now it's like, I mean, our stats aren't bad. Like, don't get me wrong. These are not bad stats at all. However, 14 intelligence is not a lot. And if we go back, but if I go back, I have to change this whole character. I have to like change literally everything about this entire character. I have to change my race because of the stats that I rolled. If I changed my race, let's say hypothetically, I was like, I'm gonna go change my race. What would I even be? Something with a +2/+1 would be nice. So I could be a halfling. I could take the halfling with the +2 to Dex and then the +1 to, is it Con? If it is, then we could flip these scores around and then go with the Poisoner Rogue. And then get our martial weapons a different way. Suck. Because the background we took right now was Spy. Let's go back. I gotta make this choice. It's unfortunately is a choice I have to make right now. I can learn divination, illusion, necromancy, and abjuration. Divination, illusion, necromancy, and abjuration. We're gonna make the Shadowcaster. Screw it. We're just going. We're going for it. I want to be the Shadowcaster. We're gonna be the Shadowcaster. Is this everything how I still wanted it? Yes. We're gonna be the Shadowcaster. We don't have to take stuff with saving throws. We just don't have to. We can, but we don't have to. We're gonna be the Spy, so we can still do poison. I do want to be able to make poison. You are going to be a cautious pragmatist. And then, you are going to be a kind altruist. Perfect. Next. Now, we already have our dice rolls, so we want to use them. Now we are going to drop like we did exactly before. Everything will be exactly the same as it was. Good? Good. Okay. Now, for our skills, this is important. We are proficient in nature and stealth. Nature doesn't really help us. Maybe it'll come up at some point, probably not. What we do need to be good at. Okay, hold on, let me see what it says. When you look around for clues and make deductions based off of those clues, you make an intelligence investigation check. When your wisdom perception check lets you spot, hear, or otherwise detect the presence of something, measures your general awareness of your surroundings and the keenness of your senses. We want this. We want to be able to find traps. If there are traps, we want to find traps. I don't know if our rogue is going to be off by themselves. Actually, now I'm like, should we? Because we have our ranger who has good perception. I don't know. Get rid of perception and we'll think about it. Because I get 4 skills. I want sleight of hand and acrobatics. 100%. I want sleight of hand and I want acrobatics. I don't... Climbing, jumping, or swimming. I don't need athletics, I don't think. I don't think. Maybe I should take it anyway so it's not negative. But we also have the option to take... With my rogue, did I take insight like I was supposed to? I don't even remember. I wish I could save this and back out, because if I didn't take insight, I'm gonna have to redo my entire rogue. Or my entire ranger to have insight. We will do insight. All right, now I get some expertise. Now, what expertise does is it increases your proficiency bonus on things you're doing. We will do stealth. Hold on, I want to do thieves tools. Hold on, it says choose one trained skills or thieves tools to become expert in. Double my proficiency. Sleight of hand. Whenever you attempt an act of ledgerment or manual trickery, such as planting something or someone else or concealing an object on your person, make a sleight of hand check. How do I get to thieves tools? I want thieves tools to be my second thing. Thieves tools? Thieves tools. Thieves tools? I'm proficient in thieves tools. I see them down there. Is it because I don't have thieves tools? I don't like this. I will take acrobatics, I guess. Oh, did I back up on accident? Dang it. Perception, and then we're gonna take insight again, and then I will take stealth. Hold on. Where's it? Where am I going? When I hit down, am I going to thieves tools? Aha! I did. Okay, stealth and thieves tools. That's what we're after. Hold on, I gotta make sure I did stealth and thieves tools. Because you can't really see. So stealth, thieves tools. Nice! It's exactly what we wanted. Yeah, so some of the menus like really weird. It's a little fiddly. Like I couldn't go down, I couldn't scroll down to thieves tools. None of the buttons worked. It was a little challenging to figure out what I was supposed to do right there to get it to work properly. But, all right, so this person, we've got Dwarvish. We've got the Spy's Code Book, and they get 2 background languages, which are obviously going to be Orcish and Goblin. Nice. That's our rogue. Okay. So our rogue's name is going to be, I don't know. What is a good name for a female dwarf rogue? Let's ask Google. See what they have to say. What are some good names for a female dwarf rogue? Abria was the first one that came up. It means strength or power. Let's see some of these other ones we got here. Rumina, Durglia, Dalvila, Minlia, Draviel, Megana. They're weird. Dwarf name generator. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Give me that sweet, although Abria is really tempting for me. But give me some sweet. No. Don't try to sell me on publishing my own book. That's crazy. You know how much I had to scroll through to get to the name generator? Let's see. Oh yeah, gaming and role-playing. Generate now! Noralaic, Yondatin, Durizorlum, Grotorlun, Kerbig, Brufriel. Is this all men's names? Come on now. Are you gonna sexist me like that and like not give me any like female names? It 100% is just male dwarves. Weird. Abria it is. Abria. Perfect. Next. Clan unknown. Face. Yeah, I guess face number 2 is the way to go. Give me some darker skin tone. There, maybe? And then body decoration? Could be cool. Although, you know what? No, I don't know. I'm just not into the face paint. I don't know what it is. Hair shape. Oh, now we're talking. Dang, girl, that's some hair. Let's see, that one's pretty cool. I actually kind of like that one. I like that one too. I actually like that one a lot. Let's see here. Oh, Queen Abria. What's up, girl? Okay, yeah, I like it. And then eye color. Age. Whoa, you aged real hard, real fast.
Nice little warm-up.
Looks like you did that all your life.
You don't mind being on your knees, do you?
Piece of cake.
Nice.
Good.
What went wrong there?
I owe you one.
Hold on!
We need you.
I just needed one hand.
A bit of light won't hurt.
You've seen worse.
Hold on.
Again.
Hold it. A trap.
I think voice 1. She is fine, and advance. Okay, now we have to see if we screwed up. Inspect our ranger. Okay, my ranger did end up having insight, so I could have taken like investigation, or more likely I should have taken athletics. Athletics was probably the way to go on that one, and honestly, if I have to redo that character, if I have to redo Abria real quick, because you can't edit them. This is the one thing I don't like. I wish like before I played with them, I could go and like just edit like real quick. Like, you know, like if I screwed up on something, like taking insight instead of athletics, if I could go and change that. But that's okay. I will attempt to re-roll Abria and switch that ability over. That's not a big deal. Now, we need our fighter. We have to choose who is our fighter gonna be. We could be a dwarf, take an extra hit point per level, but it's okay. It's not gonna blow anyone's mind. Half elf, that's all right. Human could be cool. High elf could be cool. Marsh halfling. I think we're gonna be a marsh halfling. Yeah. We're gonna make a fighter. Can halflings wear heavy armor? That was the only reason I wanted to be a hill dwarf, is I wanted the unaffected by heavy armor penalties. I wanted to be a hill dwarf and be unaffected by heavy armor penalties and then be able to fight like that. However, this is good too. And my other choice was a human, which, meh, you know? It would give me some extra stats to like strength and stuff like that. Maybe that would be good. Actually, maybe that would be good. Well, you know what? We're gonna start with the marsh halfling, and if we roll real poor, we'll take a little dude. And if we roll real poor on our stats, we will switch it. So, fighter at higher levels, fighters get more ability scores than most other classes. However, they actually get the same amount as a rogue, at least at this point in the game. They get an extra one at level 6. And then rogues get an extra one at level 10. And then they get extra attacks and all kinds of cool stuff. So, and then for our martial archetypes, we have the champion, which I don't love. All right, the first ability, improved critical, amazing. 19s now score critical hits. Awesome. Level 10, choose an additional fighting style. Actually, really good. Totally solid. Being able to have an additional fighting style is great. That can make it so you're doing extra damage, you got extra defense, you got all kinds of options. Remarkable athlete is crap. Add half of your proficiency bonus, rounded up, to any strength, dexterity, or constitution check you make that doesn't already use your proficiency bonus. You know what? Now that I'm reading that, that's actually not bad. The reason why, I read it like, oh, you do an athletics check. But I would obviously already have athletics as one of my proficiencies because it's like all you would use, right? However, this is for everything. So this means, say you're like having a drinking contest somewhere at a bar and your DM's like, make a constitution check to see if you throw up. You're gonna be like, guess what? I'm adding my proficiency bonus, punk, wha-pap! And then you get to throw it down. Which could be pretty awesome. I mean, granted, the max that would ever add is 3, but it could be cool. And then you get the Mountaineer. This is like a shield one. And I don't know how I feel about it. So, it's all about close quarters fighting and being pressed like up against a wall and stuff like that. You get the ability to like switch positions with enemies if you can succeed on a strength check. I don't know. I'm just not into it. I would either take the Spellblade or the Champion. And the Spellblade, again, lets you get some wizard spells, and it lets any of your weapons be magical, even if it's not. And it lets you use your sword as your spellcasting focus, and eventually you can target a creature and make it move if it fails a strength save. Just as just because it's just a thing you can do. Just be like, hey, leave, bye, wimp, gone. All right, and then go attack like normal. So I'm probably gonna be one of these, is what I'm leaning towards. Granted, the fighter, nowhere near as good as the paladin. The paladin is ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. But it's neither here nor there. So, let's go ahead and snag our paladin. Or our warrior, fighter. Which I'm tempted to give him leather and a longbow. However, we will give him chainmail, I guess. I wish I could see the stats on like the chainmail or the leather longbow, because I don't even know if I'm gonna roll strength with this guy. I think I'm gonna roll dex. So if I'm rolling dex, then I don't know what benefit I'm gonna get from chainmail. So longsword is not a finesse weapon. I'm unfortunately gonna need a finesse weapon. Which means I think I'm stuck with the rapier. Unfortunately. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I will take it. Or what's the, oh, and a shield. Or I can take 2 weapons. No, I will take the rapier and the shield. Then I would like the light crossbow in case I need to fight at range. And then we'll take the Dungeoneer's pack. Perfect. Validate. Advance. Now, our background. What benefits us? Well, a lot of stuff, I suppose. Lawkeeper's okay. We already have proficiency in martial weapons. It really doesn't help us with that. We're already proficient in medium armor, so again, doesn't really help us there. This one does help us. It gives us stealth and deception, which is cool. Stealth is always great. Deception is meh. But we do get a poisoner's kit and 2 languages, which is okay. Sleight of hand, stealth, deception, thieves' tools, arcana, nature, insight, medicine, persuasion. The thing is, I mean, the only 2 skills I'm gonna need are athletics and acrobatics. So anything else is just a bonus. So, what kind of bonus do we want? I suppose is the question. I think man, it's like sellsword is like the way to go. The proficiency with medium armor is completely wasted on me, but getting athletics is nice. It's just a nice thing to have. What's the other thing? I take medicine and persuasion. I get an herbalism kit. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Or I could take a poisoner's kit. I'd rather have 2 people who can make potions. You know what? I'd rather have 2 people who can make potions. So let's go with that. And then we're going to have a we're going to have an altruistic, cynical person. Wants to help people, thinks it's a waste of time, still does it. Who is kind, somewhat prone to violence. Yeah. Violence, kindness, casual, formal. He's all over the place. Advance. All right, little dude. We gotta roll these dice. We gotta roll real good. 3, 2, 1, roll! It's definitely as high as it can be. 18 and 14, Jesus. It's not what I was looking for. 19 plus 26 is 36, 40, 45, plus 14 is 55, 59, plus 18, 69, 77, 76, 76. It's not bad. Not what I specifically wanted, but it's not bad. And that's what I would end up with if I went with this. And then I would drop that there, and then charisma, dump it. All right. What's the other options? Oh, Jesus Christ. What are the other options? We can take this and we can start with a straight 20 dex, which is, I mean, that's pretty legit, man. He's gonna be hard to hit. He's not gonna be easy to kill. Granted, we already have this nice roll of an 18, but our backup's a 13 and a 14. Like, even if we go and switch to like a different race or something like that, like, and try to go for like a strength build, which we could get to 19 strength with 14 dex and 15 con. And then at our first level up, we could have 20 strength and 16 constitution. And then if we used medium armor, you only get so much of a dex bonus from that anyway. Halfling, you're out. Human, you're in. Shockingly. Don't know how it happened either. It's just the way of things at the moment. But no one gets a strength bonus and there's no orcs. So hit me with that fighter. Edit my equipment again. We will take the chainmail this time though. And we're gonna take the longsword and the shield this time. Would I rather use a longsword or is there like another cool one-handed weapon? Dude, I could use a battle axe. Like, that seems dope. Like sinking a battle axe into someone's head. Oh, dude, a warhammer? Just like crush people into the dirt. Oh, dude, give me the warhammer. Right? Would I rather, if in real life, would I rather have a warhammer or an axe? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe the axe. I could use it to chop down trees, but a warhammer I could bust down doors, you know? Melee standard metal. Melee standard metal. Okay, I'm gonna take the axe. Maybe we'll switch to a hammer partway through if we find a cool one. We'll take the light crossbow and then the Dungeoneer's pack. Validate, advance. Then we are going to take our background of... I forgot. I think I took philosopher. So that way I could have the herbalism kit. And then we get a crafting starter pack, which is nice. Then we will edit our personality to be an altruistic and cynical person, right? Who is kind and pragmatic. Yes. This is what I choose. Now, hit me with those dope dice rolls. Now we can be into business. We take the 14 and put it into con, and we put the 13 into dex, taking it up to 14. And then we also can take 14 wisdom, or 14 intelligence, in case we decide that we want to be the magic-wielding fighter, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Just in case. If we decide that's what we want to do, at least we have the option. Now, this is important. I'm not going to be a two-weapon fighter. This fighter is going to be my tank. So I do not want two-weapon fighting. Protection. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you. I'm gonna hope that everyone else does a pretty good job of like not being like right up in your business. We're not fighting with a great weapon, so defense is the way to go on this one. I would say defense seems like the way to go. Protection's also really good. And being able to impose disadvantage on an attack roll is really cool. But we're gonna take defense. Next. Now, we want athletics and acrobatics. I don't think anyone had animal handling, unfortunately. And just to make sure we have the halfling language covered. And then I think that's literally every language. We have every single language now. I am almost certain. We'll take Terran and Old Temerian. All right, now we need a name. And like a better appearance because we look like an idiot. So our name, Bronlar. Our name will be, he's gonna be Sir Catechus is gonna be his name. And your origin can be this. Let's get you a cool face. First one. Skin tone. I like that one. Body decoration. Yeah, you want some body decoration? Dude, you look insane. Kind of terrifying. No body decorations. I just don't like them. I want to like them. I don't like them. Oh, do you want to like a cool scar or something? Yeah. Little eyebrow scars. Dope. Hair shape. Not this. Anything but this. No. Maybe. That's not bad. I kind of like that. No. Nope. That one's kind of cool, I guess. I also like that one. You know what? We're going with that. Beard shape. You know what? I mean, honestly, this is a little tempting. This is a cool looking like beard thing he's got. Look at this dude. This dude's crazy looking. Yeah, dude. Although I kind of like this like little thing you got going on here a little bit better, but oh, yes. Give him like let's give him like a cool color of hair or something. Well, you got like a red hair. Can I like make it like real red? Make it like aqua. Nah, I think we'll just make it like black. I think it looks cool. Eye color, I think I've given everybody like dark eyes. Pretty much. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's pump up your physique. Pump the jam, pumps it up. Age, we'll increase your age a little bit.
Too easy.
This was clearly broken already.
Artistic note, not great.
Let there be light.
Let there be light.
Well, you're not completely useless after all.
Wait, a trap.
Artistic note, not great.
How did I miss that?
Are you okay?
And the winner is me.
That's the way.
I just needed one hand.
Hold it.
That one didn't even fight back.
Heave-ho.
I owe you one.
Yeah, voice one. And we'll take another heat. Okay. That's gonna be our whole party. We got Slightly, we got Abria, we got Vex, and we got Sir Catechus. So, we are all prepared to jump into the game, start a new adventure, and see what life is like out in Solasta. It only took me almost 2 hours to make 4 characters. It's not like I've been doing this literally all day today. Anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Put some good out in the world. I hope some good comes back to you, and I cannot wait to see you the next one. Until then, bye-bye.